The election machinery shifting into high gear with the Prime Minister calling on voters to choose seasoned leadership over inexperience. Good evening, everyone. I'm Keishla Adderley.
And good evening, Bahamas. I'm Altaviz Munnings. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. The Prime Minister cautioning Bahamians not to gamble with their votes by choosing the Free National Movement. Instead, he called on voters to stick with the Progressive Liberal Party.
His comments came last evening during a branch meeting for Fox Hill, St. Anne's, and Marathon constituencies. Our Clint Watson was there.
The one party that is united and together is the Progressive Liberal Party.
It's a view the governing Progressive Liberal Party is sticking to and will be the message you hear throughout their campaign. Prime Minister the Right Honourable Perry Christie says Bahamians cannot allow the Free National Movement in its broken and fractured state to become the next government. He called it a risk for the country to be run by people who cannot keep a small group together.
They have no capacity to govern. They cannot govern. They've demonstrated a lack of ability to work together. They have no vision. All the evidence we have tells us they are a failure. That every time this minister-led FNM was tested, they failed the test.
Turning to the business of the country's affairs, Mr. Christie assured Bahamians of this one thing.
Big changes are underway, and for many people have already transformed their lives.
The intervention has led to the largest investment ever by any government in education, a reformed healthcare sector, renovated for the introduction of national health insurance. Then there's new legislation and the creation of new economies and the support for existing ones linked to the environment, social well-being, security, defense, training, and employment.
You know, people like to vote against. And so our job is to demonstrate through hard work, unceasing application of energy and industry, that we are serving the best interests of this country. We have to admit, even though we have done much, our work is still unfinished.
Admitting that the road will be rocky, he asked supporters to stay the course.
Even if you feel that more could have been done by your government and or your member parliament, I want you to talk to us about it. Have us talk back to you. Whether a member of parliament, whether me, whether any one of us. So that we could give you the full perspective of what we were doing. Let us tell you that when we came to power, the FNM was spending $568 million more or thereabouts more than they were earning. That we were in deficit that amount.
The Prime Minister says when you look at the record of the leader of the FNM as a former Minister of Health, opposition leader, and the road that led to his ousting as opposition leader, one would deduce a big problem if he was to become leader of the country.
This is a government that is creative, innovative, and understands the big decisions that have to be made to have transformative developments in our country.
Mr. Christie says unlike the other political parties and their leaders, his administration has already proven their capabilities in the midst of challenging times.
As you sit in your homes and you make your decision, think not just of you, think of your children. And the only party that has demonstrated the capacity to work together is your Progressive Liberal Party.
Prime Minister Christie challenged Bahamians that if they want good governance, they must work hard to secure it. And securing it is by re-electing the Progressive Liberal Party. Well, the political machinery now moves to the southwestern portion of the island. On Thursday, they'll be meeting at the Garvin Primary School. Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.